Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you, or whatever, how to highlight and contour your face. So if you want to learn how to do that, just keep on watching. Okay, so to start off with this look, you're going to need your contour powders or creams. Today I'll be using a mixture of the two. I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Fair and the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. This is just one bog standard palette. As you can see, I've used it quite a lot. And then I'm going to be using a brush to apply the contour with and then blending it in with two others. So for the first step, I'll be using this very small, dense brush. As you can see, it's really packed in and very dense. It's just a Sephora brush, any dense small brush. So firstly going in with the cream contour and getting 3 darkest shades, and the darkest shade here you just want to pick up a little tiny bit because this is the first shade we'll be working with today. And what you want to do is you want to get your natural shadow where your cheekbone is and just draw little lines like you're getting plastic surgery. So then once you've got that, you want to go in with a lighter colour, so the next one along, and do a similar thing, but kind of creating a triangle, like that. And then you want to do that on the other side. Now, depending on how dark you want your contour or how strong you want it, can depend on how dark you use your colours. So then for the forehead, we're just going to go in with that darker colour and the medium toned colour, mix it together, and just do the same thing along the forehead. So I don't usually do a lot on the forehead, so just 3 on each side, and do the same on the jawline. Do it underneath, so then that way it won't look muddy, as you can see, just put it under there. And then if you want to contour your nose, you can. I would recommend using the lightest colour, so that is the shade Fawn, if you're using the Fair palette. And you want to do this a tiny, tiny little bit. And what you want to do is just trace bottom tip of your nose, just here, and then where your eyebrows come down, just like so, and create the shape that you want. So you get a nice snatch. So now you've made your outline, what you want to be doing is you want to blend it in. So for that today I'll be using a mixture of 2 brushes. So I'll be using the Sephora Blush Contour Pro Angled Contour in 75. So it's again a nice dense brush. And the Real Techniques brush in 300. And it's really good. So then what you want to do is you want to get your mirror and you want to start blending. And then to contour your nose, what I like to do is just pinch the brush so it's nice and thin, and just run that along the nose to blend that in nicely. And then you just want to go in again and make sure everything is blended to your liking. And that is the first step of how I like to contour and highlight. So then I need to go and set this with my Shade and Light palette. So for that, I will be using the bottom shades. I'll be using the darkest shade a tiny little bit because this stuff is very pigmented, so you literally just need one tap and tap off the excess. And then you want to pout and just go over that darkest point. And set it. And then do the chin. What I like to do for the rest of the face is mix the two together so it gets a good combo and it's not too dark. And do the same for the nose. And then what I like to do sometimes is get the lighter colour. I like the middle one, it's more of a banana colour, and just run it down the tip of the nose and in any highlight areas. So then the last step you can do, it's optional, bronze your face up with bronzer. So today I'll be using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. It's very good, it's quite light and it smells like chocolate. So I just like to do that on the cheekbones and on the forehead, a little bit like so. So then that's your first step of highlighting and contouring. To make your contour a little bit stronger, I like to get a white setting powder. Today I'm using the Gino McRae Mirage powder. I don't know if you can see that, but yes. And a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. So what I like to do is dip the beauty blender in the powder and just run it along the bottom of the contour, like so. And let that sit. And sometimes I run it up the top of the nose just to give it a little bit more definition. So then, just like baking, you're going to let that set for around 5 minutes. You don't really need to do it for that long, but yeah. Okay, so now I've wiped away that bake, it's time to highlight. Now for this I'll be using, the Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam, and I'll be using the shade Mimosa, which is the shade Mimosa, and this is this kind of goldeny, beachy kind of. So you just want to, and I'm using a fan brush, good old fan brush. You just want to run your brush in it and highlight the tops of your cheekbones so you are gleaming from space. A little bit along the nose, and of course, now for the purpose of this video I did the rest of my face, but usually I would do my highlight and contour first, and I like to glow like a mofo, so you know, we're gonna lay that shit on, and that's it. So that's it guys, that's how I like to highlight and contour my face. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, just click the button below. Thanks for watching!